Hello again, Tenno. I am the Virus Galaxy, Warlord of Ghost Clan veXus, and this is our run we did in celebration of reaching 1,000 subscribers. Basically, in this run, we wanted to show exactly how we like to play, and that's getting enemies to scale as fast as we can to try seeing level cap. So let's get into it. So Vex was our Khora. Now Vex used Khora for her Strangle Dome to protect the pod. And the cool thing about Strangle Dome is that any enemy that gets grabbed by Strangle Dome receives 200% more damage by weapons and abilities, so it's very, very useful. Vex also used Whiplash to help kill enemies, and he also used Binari for health, and that's how he used his Khora. Next, we have our Banshee. King Adapting used Banshee for sonars to help make enemies easy to kill, and he spammed it the whole game, and that's how he used his Banshee. Then we have our Speed Nova, and yes, Banana used a non-primed Nova, however he used Nova for the molecular prime to speed up all the enemies the whole game, and honestly that's how he used his Speed Nova. And last you have me as Equinox. Now I used Equinox for her metamorphosis to switch in and out of day form and night form. I also used Rest and Rage. So for Rest, I used to put enemies at the end of the wave to sleep to make them easy to kill. Rage, I used to make enemies vulnerable to damage. And I also used Mend and Mayhem. So I collected Mayhem in night form later rounds because if I'm in day form using Mayhem, as soon as enemies hit my Mayhem, again, this is later rounds, enemies that are high level, they're stunned for about 3 seconds from slash damage rather than getting insta-killed, and that's because that's how much health they have. And that 3 second stun would slow us down, and I didn't want that to happen, so I collected my Mayhem in night form using Mend, because Mend doesn't provide that stun, and that's because there's no slash damage provided in that ability. And however, I did use Mayhem in the early rounds to clear the waves quick. With that said, I did use Equinox's new augment mod, Energy Transfer. I also used all her abilities except for Pacify and Provoke. I normally would run this ability, but the reason why I didn't is because every time I would switch in and out of day form and night form, that ability would be deactivated, so I would have to reactivate that ability. For me to do that, that would cost me too much energy for me to keep up with the Mayhem. I also found it pointless because in Pacify, no matter how much damage I reduce the enemy by, I'm still going to get one shot later rounds. And so for Provoke, I would run this ability normally for the extra power strength for the team, and it was only there for like 3 seconds, and that's because I was switching in and out of day form and night form that many times, so that's why I didn't run that ability. And that's how I used my Equinox. And in addition, we did run Spectres because they do scale with the enemy level. We also used air support charges from the Zyphos set for the turrets. These turrets don't scale, however with sonars out there, they become brutal little turrets. I do recommend trying them out because I've seen them take out level 850s just like that. So yeah. And lastly, in celebration of reaching 1,000 subscribers, I hope you enjoy the way of how we as a clan like to play, and that's by asking ourselves how fast do we have to play in order for us to see level cap. And thank you for your support. Thank you for helping us reach 1,000. You can also chat with us on Discord. A link to our builds that we used in this run will be in the description below, along with the link to the Discord. And before I go, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. The Virus Galaxy logging out.